Yeah, you drew me to say. My own feeling said, you are missing out. And then you say, no, no, and yet, young Kwame, so am I a true Facebook? Can I say YouTube and all the other social media platforms? and also negative also active. And I'll say phone check until I see. If it's a and then you also say be and now society am I say specific cool. Say the amount for saying yes. Yeah, to be and you are they now so yeah cool yeah chill because the best thing is question friends are Mr. Sometimes also the way friend there are some key friends do you know I was a lawyer if it's a lawyer choose and now a circumstance and then my person something. So what is it? Unima, it becomes an issue. As a usru, I don't know where no as oh yeah ni biara. And another thing, the moment you have a goal, you have a strong why. The reason why you have that goal, because unim the open now unim the intia unim the open. Abasa my self belief the better. And no ba the very good thing about it is present possibilities and priorities. I know na betre how I better to niema the obey Nina no gear towards the power of difference, because ultimately ehu sa niema we boauma the way we wadi and nye said you be aye no so okay me ma de say me say my say. And another thing, yes, being different is a personal thing, personal responsibility. When I was say utu sa na mo take his decision no now who in term now ye hu adwuma eboa, but at some point you need to involve others. That's why circles are very important. So always surrounding yourself with valuable people and conform wa respect your boundaries. I'm who say oh asoma see there yes say no take. So also now also be respect your ma oni omo e move no. Ana oni omo a omo de eche say yenjingufo o ka bibia, since you are a little different from send your hu omo niema ye omo niema no, they give you a tag and now chere ho and now the bibia why you say and now nko na what you say and now we na like obia on no o try say we bringing on board bia bebu abema who said now those people are not for you. So what you can do is to probably cut them off and move on. So knowing the right people to involve in this is very important, because if you want to be different, the very thing is at some point, yes, you have to work with people, you have to get people involved. Then you definitely have to take action and do measure the results you get. And you know, and a bit me abwa amao aye sadino. And society reward the conformity. So ye be na you be a no ye be you are celebrated. But so ye disruptor, not so succeed here, you who say we a hero. You should be to sell on mask. The way I no people even think so when you're human. Because the way I watch Jane said you near mano. Look at how he turned Tesla into Okoto X now. Look at where it is. The idea, baby, even cry how innovative, how creative, and how ready is to take risk. A bunny maybe to say SpaceX exploration, about space exploration or setting up SpaceX, and now look at what SpaceX is doing. And one of the power of difference, and he's just one of those people that who are part of, they've been really different and they are making a great impact. Until call into the main reasons why you need to be different to make a difference. The first thing is innovation needs a different lens. Said will be a no say na me huno be a no say ni ye no. That has been the narrative. This is how we do it. Say ni ye no. And he said, oh yeah, be before fra. There's no way I bet you atum. Say na ye nyene sa. Ye de sa ni ye no. Na trend way they say. It is oh yeah, be before fro. Now be before fro no want ya say who say send ye me ni ya, you become an enemy. And obia we the obia ye ni bia, how will you be innovative? So if you really want to be innovative, then you have to see things in a different way. You need a different lens to look at stuff. You have to think out of the box. You have to do things like differently. And oh yes, usually, yes, I make Elon Musk. He said the way or the electric car idea. So though they started it way back, even in the late, I think 40s, 30s, there were electric stuff. But with Tesla, no, On Tesla, the man be aspirational people. Even most companies got interest in building electric car. I think Toyota and the others had a hybrid running on battery near the, but fully electric, not yet very popular until Tesla really made it big. And yes, you need to have a different lens to look at things, and Uluki at issues from a different lens. You see problems others don't see, and that is one benefit of being different. So there be who say okay, say no be no, say no be no, and the problems be who say oh, are they way a bit hard dream? Maybe any CCI in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And to be a who currently say are they way they say and your problem, and then a woman I say a problem. Because how you see things, no, because you are seeing it with a different lens, you're able to see the problem ahead. And a basanswa a hard dream. Because only be anyhow better was it. And people always want to silence you. I am so or try, even if you want to test something, be about person or try we be near day. Since we are driven by fear, and yes, person we be and now wanna say na. So people are not ready to even accept you for whatever you are doing until you succeed. And that is the honest truth. Yeah, dear, but obey any day. Yeah, baby, shall see. People will make fun of you, some will laugh at you, people will doubt whatever you are doing. But I'll succeed here, they will all celebrate you and even will want to learn from you, which is very, very interesting. And another thing, no, if you are able to um, see things differently and to see problems people don't see, you come up with proposals or solutions for those future stuff. Or the way be more, even about infrastructure, or be engineer be or yeah, drawing and yeah, architectural drawing for projects, or looking into the future to who say okay in the next 10, 20 years maybe I be crowd only ho but obi who say na say kwan no ya population ebe increase nti ebe ko be hia say ye be ba kwan ye be buy mu nti say na be a why so for example why bibi like 10-inch road on him say ebe duru baby no sa 10-inch na be grow into be 15, 20 and to make a provision for land that was jato kwane ho no baby a was he see dan be see a obe factor we nyina wo and a time will come a be flyover and I be here bridge because enipa no ebe dawson cars be dawson obe factor sa niema we nyina but obi o so a enne de ne pe and obehwe it's problem we na wo ho ntia no penny and solve on looking into the future. And when that happens, a bus was your bar anymore, that becomes an issue. And then I just say you could boom for dying book or compensate you. Then so be who say, oh, are they with you mean any different? And I mean, try say, may in such a way, say that channel, say, Kobasi be my air affect you, be an impact anything. And can be saving government, a be saving crop dying, and a be saving time. Because who has having a be level as a compensate or more. Look at the cost involved. But so be to me doing different keka. Look at the difference a person will be making in terms of cost saving. And no yet one thing. And now challenging norms are inspire movement. Here even Black history. Somebody like Rosa Parks. One small act of defiance. Say also on your day on sorry and free na konya so mfama fufu ni international. That spark a movement. And I just say if we honor a KK of a started Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all these great leaders a try by into it and then and kakra be drew baby and they do. Again 100%, but somebody started it because or acted differently. And if all acted differently, it sparks stuff. And then Ghana cry in particular, there are a whole lot because so be to me started some movement because of how huna die na ade different. Beginning maybe a man for best super no, e be ya no ne ade. But obetima gadan perform on fight here and they become activists. They fight for people's freedom, they fight for quality stuff, they expect the government to be accountable and a whole lot. Ni nyina started being different. Because said you can bet teach your books now wajo the make a yabeto aba and ya bro some 20 Ghana $30 be waje no watena so no waka wanu atuma. Who is going to cause that change? One ebebo ma insu and almost send bebrebe. Galam say cause why be mo hihye chire ye ho ade no. One mo na ebebo ama ya solve that problem. Nobody is going to do that because obi am per se ye bebo ni din. And that's what we fear. And one thing is, brave makes others brave. Just me person me BBA. The moment I may no, a best sparkling crop for my mother. I did mean in the long term a bad boy. Tibon and kakran na now I day wako. And being the first changes the game. So BBC that's one I kind because of how I on your mano. So what miss san as a sun game no. Tis a first no be I 1 2 3. And I'll be who's and now a bit my 2 3 1. That 2 3 1 no so be a new discovery. How people will really want to follow. I'm manning yes they be a saying ye no. And you bet mama will be to say about Catherine Johnson from the Hidden Figures to NASA. Say one money race and canan shit or to me buama build it different stuff at the core space, which is very, very good. And oh yeah, what think it different? One major thing, you create new paths. So the medical can you know. But if you are the first, you change the game. And Koba said you'll be a you know, and I'll be. And now you break toxic cycles. Are they being young koye? Say be are making a bushemo, certain things are not done right. Now ultimately take care upon yourself who said, yes, I'm going to do my best. I can't do it all, but I'm making sure what I do is good. May yes, you be do a term, you be bolding, yeah, so party, you be super obi. But so to me, Jinana wa men no mbu apema. You create a path. Maybe your mom ben chime beba nyina no beba bedi de. So near can be like generations upon generations and MSCC. Uncle ye obi beti me jina. Making a lot of sacrifices, pushing who to the level that they can make a difference, a huge difference, be impacted generations upon generations. Yeah, by Africa, there are great leaders. Since they were different, they were able to make impact. And they cry the Sudan first one for so. Bakoye Kwame, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Bakoye the great Mandela. Yeah, I've been cry. Gaddafi. Look at what Gaddafi did. And now look at what Traore is doing. He's become a target. And Abasa Hajing. So because they are different, they are doing things differently. And look at the difference they are making. But to be a through the yatiada. Because all yono koye. And as you say, say the oson takra channel a dome a sano. Tiwe they are they will plot and plan and do whatever. But if you're able to hold on to that, it becomes a legacy. And now look at what is currently going on with Burkina Faso. These are some of the things. Please don't be scared. And one thing, don't be afraid to be misunderstood. And yet the OABA also be here. Because obia biti the way bia sia not just way the obia yebi ko wa oye bibi obi ntia sia people will mock you, they will make fun of you, but later they will come to understand. Te be idea bia nyankopon de bia the mouth or the pursue beba na what they are to nchen ade we onim say obetima ye, give it a try. O fail and so what? Are you the only person who has failed? And are you going to be the first and the last person who are failing? Failure is a part of life. And it's better when you fail early, you fail more and learn from those failures than to wait till we do level be when you are when you nothing I'll be failing. basa yes, ubetima still recover, but the impact is really great when you get those things happening at the latter part of your age, and you think ahead of time. So they can, because you see things through a different lens, and you're able to see problems most people don't see. You think ahead of time. Who said the oh yeah no, the way the say nebesi, and it happens. Like I was say, if you're able to do that, if who planting, for example, those who believe in planting trees, or the tree planting project about government once I the way beboa. And yet net china sem no ye or in the next 10, 20 years. Say per se yeah environment yeah nice. Yeah promote to afforestation. What do we need to do? Yen planted trees. Yen beboa. And because they are thinking differently, yen nepe they are going to make a very big difference. They'll try manima bebre assisa. Those are some of the great stuff discussing. South Africa joining a high hope for life radio. Said here kind of the sky is the limit. And ABRABO mu nsem dwumadi na yatena so no. Moson for Barimaba Kodua na Tuesday and ye twetwe nkomo life matters. And the topic ni why do you need to be different to make a difference? Yabobo eniema ni bi so. Afei no wa joining here obetima free live on 703 5652360. Mafa kwenye iswachia obibia wa joining a live. A minua upon K Amea, obibia will be a yankupon and show and angel blessing sweetie. Baby will be a so yankupon and show. Mama joining on Facebook, mama joining on YouTube, Munina yankupon and shamo. So there be a munya bre any edi jumain. Minim sɛ nneɛma pii na ɛkɔ so na nneɛma pii so na ayɛ dɛ esisi. Na mmom no sɛ woyɛ different yes, but you have to be proud that you are different. Wonte sɛ deɛ obiara ɛte anaa wonyɛ deɛ obiara yɛ bi. Atɛnie ne bɛba ɛbɛso pa wo pa ma wo sɛ ɛna wo na ɛna. But if you're able to create something, if you're able to do things that benefit those around you, so it becomes a household name. And people will forever live with it. And then Nkrofobi was said be free more. Up till now, omudin the Sunni and it's not going anywhere until we are say. And this uncommon na yeah chiche. And now aboa for ni adofo am support program ni na so Nyankopon and shall. Men kana me refi me brother JP baby I will be a Nyankopon and shall. And our bapa ma metebo anso Nyankopon shall said there be a ohye me kutupa ma metimi di dwumadi eba so me brapani DJ Mike baby I will be a Nyankopon and shall. And my brother Eric on sweetheart truly baby I will be a Nyankopon and shall. My sister Comfort so Nyankopon and shall. Brother Asante I also link up Rich me try na ma fro na one of the days yet me de dwumadi ani bi aba Kwame Musa baby I will be a nyame enshao Kobiko also sa baby I will be a Nyankopon enshao Tracy minim say otaye chi den Nyankopon enshao say ode akomapa a support program no and me aminu aba kissing so baby I will be a no Nyankopon enshao I say 5 himself also there be a unya brand di juma. My brother Danny, God richly bless you for supporting the program. And nana hima baby I will be a Nyankopon and show. Mamente wonka che. Men kana meja a proud sponsor Obapa Ventures. Obapa Ventures na asoya sene ma yetimi di jumadi bro every Tuesday. Obapa Ventures eton ana wo niema yedidi dwuma bia o America and importer mu ha you can reach out to Obapa Ventures on 571-278-8663. Ope kente, ope beads, ope wax, ope dresses, authentic drinks, Chese de na de beye juma bia obapa nya bi ma Mr. Freno o de obo unya hu de opese wo ya afa bedin to afa naming afa aware afa ayie afa shower any program obapa wo ho ne ma obetimi e de asomo fefefe so de meka no o de obetimi afreno and the number is 571-278-8663. And our email so barbara@gmail.com. barbara@gmail.com. Facebook, Obetima Hono Obapa Ventures. Instagram, so or whole life, Obapa for real. And our TikTok, so the handle here, Obapa Mami Owusua. And the money, dear Mr. Effect, papa, bad drinks, ba ahodie, bibia, Mr. Obapa Benya Biamau. Enti friend no, na obeye kama na ode mebo obebre me abedamase later. Yankopon insha Obapa se de bia o support to yen. Also a obehwe program no later no Yankopon insha. And a comment section ho no so na mama ya temonka. Se ne o dwen fa dwumadi ne ho, se ne opese ye dane no. Bibia no ma ye hu. Yankopon insha obibia. Ye to adwumadi ne so nse yabobọ niema ne bi so ehu why yes we are different to be able to make a difference. Yaka about the power of difference. And niema obetima ya betima ma why different. Yaka having a strong why, having a goal, who go anywhere, obetima who the reason behind those goals. And that will bring in self-belief, and that can boost your confidence. And through that becomes a personal responsibility. And once you have that personal responsibility, not only new person, you have to get people involved because you can't do it all by yourself. And in areas and be anywhere, yes, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with people or go with others. But know whom and the right people to involve, not just anybody. Because people will drag you on more the packages, so muma on drag you into me and kobebia. And now who new person no will get to the people involved. What do? You take action and then you measure your results. And if you're able to do that, that will definitely help you to be different. Because and then no, even cry you share the current trends are social media and then distraction here, one major problem. So if you're able to be disciplined, now I can say, oh, me who some percent me ya deal with in the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, me dedicate me home. But you can change your life and you'll be different. Say gym now person course idea now person say school now person ko bibia person we bia who stay consistent now you're disciplined. I'm telling you can achieve whatever you want to achieve within that year, within 6 months, within 3 months. Depending on how consistent and intense and serious how be the approaches are they no. And the here pa say you better train sa enkomo no. And how person is different through different lens, how you see problems people don't see, you think ahead of time, and even look at you see tomorrow's problems. And that can spark movement. Abema folk say, oh, are we good? And since you are brave, you believe in yourself, you make other people also brave. And I am an example of people who have been able to live by some of these principles, like Steve Jobs. Tama, he didn't ask what computers were; he asked what they could become. And now look at what we have: your iPhone, your iPad, so many things because of how different he thought. And somebody like Elon Musk, so you know. Even Nikola Tesla or started, but people were mocking him. And now look at what we have. And he was misunderstood. And it's also, don't be afraid to be misunderstood. South American. It's good to be unorthodox. You don't have to always be conventional and doing the same thing like the OBA. And one of the reasons is you redefine identity and freedom. Yep. Say no BA can say no BA. And then the person saying we man na me den na or be identified as den. Now look at where it is now. And he said, okay, I don't believe in all this crap. Maybe I mean him said there are two, male, female. Because I then now the way now banner can be different. And then yeah, ba even a jumem so be I also set pronouns. Also yes say and because the option you have to do it because you're scared. So when you be ready. Well, no, I'm not doing it because I don't believe in it. Based on the culture, the belief, the religious beliefs near there. And if you're able to do that, yes, you redefine that and that identity and freedom. That is also a thing. And you turn pain into purpose, which is very important. And then maybe I'll be firm because we are different, no. So the things that brings that power in difference, no. You know the why, and if you know the why, that comes or helps you to turn that into that particular purpose that will pursue, and later it will pay off. It's definitely going to pay off. And one good thing is to say, Abia, you speak to the forgotten. Obi oha beka say, ade we pan die. I say obi adwen hyedamba so ana obi akra refi. Metima pe kwan bi so asa revive no. Until we was a trend ade bi oha ba some point na very popular. But you wanna yira. But obi be say ade we die na ye o. Why did we just leave it? Tima me nko fambra. Look at how Odwin say obi anim say na we are no longer going with that. And I'll really see that with fashion. Sade bi oha atwam all of a sudden now as I resurface now be big and obi apeso ye bi. So all these things not stem from thinking different. And not thinking different. And one good thing crown is it makes creativity here top notch because niema be different. And since different no, usually the impact are really huge. And adeɛ biom a ɛbɛtumi so aboa yɛn ama yɛhu ɛne sɛ wobɛtumi challenge the status quo. Sɛ da biara yɛdeɛ wei ne yɛnim yɛdeɛ wei ne yɛyɛ aha deɛ sɛ yɛa ne yɛnim no wontumi nyɛ hwee ɛba saa so challenge status quo a wo sɛ oh yep you wobɛnya attacks ɛno deɛ no two ways about that. But if you're able to succeed na deɛ a woyɛ no wonim based on the ED defining and now so what the right resources are, you will definitely exceed. You definitely succeed and even exceed that as a particular expectation. And very, very important. And we have also mentioned about inspiring others to be brave because believing in yourself, you have that. And you are not afraid to be the first, like I said. So that is why you have to be different. And usually, you're different now. It's a little challenging beginning, no, and you create paths. No, you are not just a follower. You don't follow the old ones. They being enkoya, they being far. They with the meeting my say, and one can tima bebu abem unye wadwin say obey. And one thing is you don't settle for less. You refuse to settle for good enough. So they way they say what's a funnel. But I say, nah, we can do more. You hear bit to say, even your bad tennis, yes, Serena Williams. Look at what, with the Martinez. A man for be brave who say, yeah, too comfort. Be cry when your attacks be brave. But look now, or set standards when it comes to athleticism. Look at where she's gotten to because of believing in herself and Nearma differently. And now she's being celebrated. And you empathize with the overlook. Tell a kind and name of your house and way and cheddar and man for again so. But if you see the value in that thing, you can bring it up and a bit blow. Whenever banana fade a trend, a good, I'll be ahead follow. And one thing is, yep, you break cycles. That is one thing for sure. If you think differently, yep, ube breaky cycles. And usually our communities mono bibi saba it's very difficult for people to embrace, especially Seusa, pure African community. Say akola enya idea and akola enya information on sa idea we beboa. Otanye ya untimi mfem pieda because mpanifo ho. Timpanifo ho a wo ne hwan se wo de bibi ba basa utanye ya kra be ma attack. Sasa opese o kire se wonim nyansa. Saying sebi mpanimfo ni bi ana opese o kire se omo na omo kire omo di anim omo cheche no you know better than them or what. And there had you find your poverty. So maybe a first generational college breaking family patterns of poverty to inspire their community. So me who say family I'm free mobile, you know. But you see semini adia and shut down to toye and koye. And that poverty mindset na ya pass it on be do certain level. So you want to take it upon yourself. And who said now at this point enough is enough. I'm never going to be poor. I'm going to go all out. Maybe I don't know what will make me rich, or I don't know the things I need to do, but my mindset is I'm going to be great and I'm never going to be poor. To what set your mind that now pursue kwa utanye be ma reference I would be brave ama wahu they will try say wo ye bia anye ye de toto no ni ade. But if we're able to break the cycle, unchima unkofo nyina be ba enjoy, which will really help them. And you'll be a hero. And every family needs somebody like that. They will be the first to take that mantle, to push, to break whatever that is. It could be poverty, it could be even mindset. So family be more, it could be generational curses, it could be anything. So we be to make Gina spiritually, I'm going to try my best to pray. I'm going to lead a life to be different. Me set me home apart. Family be oha be come and son nom ma pe and may be brain a kukoso. But me dear, I'm going to do things differently. Me nyama sem, me nyensa sem, me nyakushibra, me nye de enye, me nyesa all the bad stuff na krofo ye ni be. I'm going to be different. Beginning no, yep. But you'll get some backslash. As I say, what sector be na munyina be cry make monom and sane eye niema bi na they also win ye bi. You become an enemy. And I call joining crowphobia. Now later once I do more ye no enye na ope so you who frame. About you become an enemy to that group. You become a target. One kind timpanya me anye waduma. They will intimidate you. One will grab a back. See, we pray and hope that Yankupon Betima Adoma yam falling into those traps. Now say Jina se bi or GF near mema ye betime Jina akusie. That is one thing. O break cycle you can do that because you think different. You are not following the normal stuff. You are not following the status quo. And another thing is you think long term. So the medical kind since unhunyama ahead of time no. About 1 CCI no 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years. Tineka say we need visionary leaders. We all say leader way and yen ne pen or a near my bebwa. Even Kenya, somebody like Wangari Matai, Hesenia started tree planting movement in Kenya, and decades climate became mainstream. Only the Kenya Jenny said, Mammy, shall say yes, we. And that alone made climate and there will be a climate change, like climate whatever, ecosystem. So it has to start from somebody. And you are not tied to popular opinion. Said there be a cano. And I made it say near no. And I had it say near no. It is a yen through say a yen said yen there be a kwan for Frobeni and Befa so etimayeno. Obisa some of these questions are I say most people don't like it. People get uncomfortable because I say, oh, pushiko baby or be uncle, and basa so it becomes very challenging. But when wabama mbu na onim de woka na obi wa dream I know the Lord will definitely help you to go through that. When you said a Breno Econo, I feel now joining Yama Aqua Baba Hope for Life and so and Nejumedie no yeah Chenkomo afa why do you need to be different to make a difference? Yabobo niema ne so bebre na minim say what joining also betime de wadwenkyere aba yɛnhwɛ deɛ ɛyɛ ɛtiefoɔ ne adɔfoɔ nso ɛkyerɛ ɛwɔ yɛ comment section. Ti ɛnɛ nyankopɔn ayɛ yɛadom yɛdi nkɔmmɔ fa ɛyɛ how we see stuff and how we can be different. There is so much power in being different, which is very, very good. Yep. Ti ɛyɛ me nuanom a ma joining nso nyankopɔn nhyira mo nyinaa. Ti aka 10 minutes na yɛde dwumadie no aba awie yɛ toa so no nyankopɔn ayɛ yɛadom bibia ɛkɔ so kama.
Femu nyina eburo wo so ano wo hyepanti ya wuni akoma ye nyankopon we hu mobro kese de man ma wo Kristo ne hu ton dia woda wona wato me bono matamfo ni memra me
said sakode ka no said oto obeto pono atamfo ni ebra wuni ani da so because ebia wakoka asem bi obi ankan bi da obi ante asese wo na waka sa asem no wo na waye saa de no if se de obi adwen enye saa na odwen
ana ye twewase ni nyina mu wubu nkotodwa akasa nya memedase senior kese to be bed ntino enso hwe bebre beto so kai bebi a wo fi no.
Yes, baby offering the here pa because I know na betimi aboa kra mo adwen different. So wo hwe niema asisi wo hwe baby a wo free wo hwe de niema abobba bedru baby a wadu na o say na you still need to push hard. You still need to do things different. You still need to think outside the box. And it very, very necessary. Another thing I beka hono I say you offer uncommon solutions because you're different no. More usually say yeah discussion about solutionizing problems are adjoining near contribution and the banner and yet common. Na no one here amount for that until was it until say one who say oh adiwe okay good a beboa and the bar very, very impactful. And that is one of the reasons why you need to be different. And all ideas are please memma whom memma ferry and kanyama womb and shit. Try say obey your juma, try say the beba out. You never know who that thing will benefit. Maybe our impact on a nipa 1 or 2, 3 be pay. But through them, no, they can also impact a lot of people. Don't be scared. Don't be driven by fear. Remember shyness and kill a dream. Remember shyness and drain you to the extent say come on watum adia wait me 2 more cry on person obey. Yes, me say obeboa na wamaya hoden yetimi de agina. Especially abra your person ye different. Your dance na yetimi make a difference in this world. And you lead by example because you believe in yourself. So they can't self-believe. You know your why, you know what you want, you have the right people involved. When you say personal responsibility, you are taking action. And as you're going, you keep learning on measure results. We say what went wrong, what can be improved, what lessons were learned. And failure, and then I was here. You lead people, and I'll use Ibrahim Traore as example. Now, or yeah, the new folks ni BBI are different, and the superpowers don't agree with that. Yes, we think it different, act it different, and the impact in making that is what it becomes. Because I don't know person and then oh yeah, and now when you a lot of enemies trying left, right, center to do something to him, which is not really good. And you turn setbacks into stories. You don't let things get to you, because said there will be who no or catch around. That's the way there and yeah BBA a bit like J.K. Rowling's. Imagine before Harry Potter, do you know the number of times he was rejected? But one man abamu ambu or to me pushy koya. And now look at how Harry Potter became big and the difference it made. So it's very, very important. And you make people rethink norms. So ade bi o ha yeah ade we dear. Yeah, ade o we challenge the norm stereotypes in music, helping people seeing and feel accepted. Them say yeah, your culture ne, your mamre ni, your money, and yema bi wo mo a. Tete so kakra nke ye. Yeah, yes. I say yeah, but I heard be a you see hype yeah. Oko kan one sem see why enemy. Sana say na. Yep, you rethink norms. Do all of them make sense? Or has time are you wasting or the dead home and name Remu? And say no, we need time to discuss that. You be sure that pebrena ye disan komono. And then a year be trend. Like Obimo compare who how big funerals are. Chanta de no. Timisho, live your life well so that Miles be ABRABO wuna afeni ebe celebrate our baby big. Enjoy life while you are living. And now so old or dobi chire will be a chene dona bra ni paniti ase. So why you no free ma near time opa ye ne den on who de o ye wonechi. So sometimes we have to look at some of these things if they are really worth it. And then yeah no pay. Ye woniema bebre ye. I am why share the value a woman no extra, and answer there is no even value in them, but we still do them. Oko kan ho asema wanya ma. Yesem ni kwa se woka, ni kwa se ubisa. Hey, I say more. But if it's not thinking different to make a difference, definitely you ask. And basa you best super be. Yep. And you amplify marginalized voice. Toda ni no among for the ashishe the SCA ba obekwa ko pagem cause obi wa ya kan ma hye mo ye ma won kasa o community cause o kan wanu tum na o da ben na wo ye wo na so say bi na bia de ye wo no so many years ade a wo ka no e bia emwa dodo no kai ma sa de ye wo ne nche na kwanya ma o kire na adwen a e bi kra na company for no afa ebeboa wo mo. And please, we should learn to speak up and not be intimidated by whatever people think, but in a respectful manner. And yes, it be all kind of cry now. Okay, sentina uti tiampani for any man I say yampani for. That's not what I mean. But when there's a chance to allow people to express their opinion, come up with whatever thoughts they have. If I try to until the omoka ade omoka no say tasumu a monfanye juma. And another thing, you bring together unusual combinations. I know they are very, very true, because say and you may be do to me cast a trend you in a ho and away yemfa way in your way and yemfa say obi okra or white or breeding a hair because a cultural misappropriation. Adena oye tuntum no akoye say adena onye oye white no akoye. But yes, there are histories behind them, but must we always follow those things even if we don't understand? And it doesn't make sense in today now, but we still want to do it. These are some of the things that you can't want some. And you can't challenging norms, no. And you are willing to be misunderstood for a purpose, which is another thing. Enti ahana brebe makwan amayede nejumedie no esi. Ena ye di nkomo fa ekwan a e wo se wo danso se de be ya won so da no de mfa so be bre wi ase and I know they brave as in a chassis free wow mu or ben or community a foul region kakra acquire nation and even generation countries other generations to come. Tia hone chassis T please dare to be different. So be more we near maybe now on tiasia or home quite so so wadwen kyerɛ no da bia I'm falling in line with them it doesn't mean say wo de na wo ka no and paso mu ebia nti ase ani hunumu a wanya no omo nya bi omo hu bi because of how hu niema ne how hu niema ahead no you say you're good now you this a beboa push it don't relent men tin that na men jai koso said the beya waiting me akoso edru anim ebra ye di dwumadi no ebawie no said the kana every game changer, every moment, every innovation began with someone who dared to be different. If you want to change the game, if you want to start a movement, if you want to be innovative, it has to start with someone, and that someone can be you. Yes, I mean you. Wow, hear me, wow, TMCCA. A bit my so dare to be different and don't fall for the crowd. Don't follow the masses. No matter how different it looks, no matter how different people say it. Please subscribe, share, leave a voice message if you want to, or you can leave any good message, any thoughts, any feedback in the comment section. And say ultimately follow so try reach it out on the number your flyers in the platform so no no be din komo kama until say be share na o twese ne no yesre nyankopon say onhwe ye so na onfa en kwasomdwe mu ye busua nyina omoaye na de ye bia enye jojo nyankopon kan ye ho on shrai that's ene ye be say share biom bosom for Barimaba Kodua makramo I hope for life radio ABRABO mu nsem ne atwetwe nkomoy ya menka ho na on shraw say ye be say share next week. Bye bye.
Bana ye twewase ni nyina mu wubu nkotodwa akasanya memedase senior kese to be be dead in tino and so try bebre beto so kai bebi a wo fino ya kire budunsi ni bi fie na so wo down with chino me bompa ye won sabe ka wo die wo yesu dimo ofre be pompe
so we no de be ba na ma wa ba mu dina pindi na ma wa kumentu je wadi ni hutu na le nyame so adinyi na di buano ewie ni ye so we no de be ba na ma wa ba mu dina pindi na ma wa kumentu je wadi ni hutu na le nyame so adinyi na di buano ewie ni ye.
You're looking for someone to take your sorrows all away, one to hold you tight and say everything's gonna be okay. Kai sabra praying now, wamani huna kunenia, and yet the night will be dry. Hold on to your faith, there will be a brighter day, brighter day. Brighter day, on Ramikuma, on Jesse for Black Hole. There will be a brighter day, brighter day, brighter day, on Ramikuma.